Hi, welcome to Boat Life Balance with Captain Ned. I've been a pre-purchase consultant and vessel advocate for many years, as well as boating instruction. And through boating instruction, I've come to see some great stories and some horror stories in the world of boating. Some of those I'll share with you. What we aim to do here is be very informative about your boating journey and what a boating journey looks like. Now, the first series we're going to do here is on the 4 pillars of boating and starting your boating journey and what you should look at when you are purchasing a vessel. Okay, so let's start with some of the key things that we need to look at when we're looking at buying a boat or looking at getting into boating. Now, the 4 pillars that I find that are most relevant to boating are lifestyle expectation, area of operation, ease of use, which is huge, and then of course your budget when you're looking at boating and when you're looking at moving into bigger boats or when you're looking at getting a new boat or buying a second-hand boat. So we want to focus on helping you through the whole boating journey, so that you can go into this world of boating eyes wide open, blinkers off, and reasonably well informed about what you should be looking at when you're thinking about boating as a lifestyle for you. So I guess we'll kick off with, let's look at your lifestyle expectation first. So everyone's lifestyle expectation is going to vary. When I'm talking to people about this, I usually say, give me 4 or 5, because they'll go 1, 2, 3, and then they'll go 4, and then 5, or they'll really start to clearly define their first 2 or 3 priorities in lifestyle expectation. And that will really define what they're looking for, what they're trying to achieve. I know it sounds really wanky, but a boat is basically a lifestyle platform. And if you put the right lifestyle platform in the right environment with the right set of pillars in this space, you'll be boating for the rest of your life. And that's what I've found. That's what I've seen. I've witnessed, I've experienced it, where people are just in it, amongst it. They're loving it, and they wouldn't imagine their life without a boat moving forward. So these are the key things we're looking for. So when you're thinking about your lifestyle expectation, be honest with yourself. Like, if you're thinking, well, I'm going to do, massive East Coast cruising, I'll do the Great Loop, or I'll go up to Whitsundays and take the boat up there every summer and bring it back down, blah, blah, blah. That's sort of future planning, that's future scope. But if you're coming from a point of, I've never actually owned a boat before, or I've had much smaller boats before, now I'm looking at a bigger boat, or I just want to go boating because it looks so awesome, start from the basic fundamentals. What does a weekend look like? What does your time frame actually look like? What is your lifestyle allowing you to do with the boat right now? It's really important, because in this space at times, and it's not often, usually we're helping people through this journey. It's not often, but sometimes I'll actually say to someone, well, looking at what you've given me with all the information, and we've gone through the pillars of the 4 pillars of boating, the fundamentals of boating, and we've looked at your budget, everything, and the fact that you love travel, and I think a chartering plan is probably better for you in this stage. So when we're going to talk together about boats and things like that, it's all about really being completely clear and open with yourself on what is your use going to look like. So lifestyle expectation is, let's start from the basics. So we want the boat to do X, Y, and Z, but in the interim, we need it to just do these few things, these few key things, these weekends, this dipping your toe in the water, pardon the pun, getting out into the water, finding out what works. And a lot of the time finding out what works is taste, touch, and feel the lifestyle. Boat shows are great, but the boats aren't moving, and for the most part, right? Boat shows are really good to go and see and look at and start to really get some idea of how lifestyle on the water works. But to really understand it, it's time to get out on the water itself, and do what you can to get out and go on friends' boats, charter boats, go and hire a boat, go up rivers, go out in the lakes, go out into, the ocean, sort of feel what and evolve what you need it to be for you, right? So don't limit yourself by going, oh, it has to do all of these magnificent things from the outset. Yes, you may need to future-proof your decision a bit and have some room to move into. So, okay, well, for example, I want a boat that can get me around my local waters, and maybe in a couple of years when I'm feeling really confident and I've done some training and I've done some ocean miles, that then I can take the family up to the next port and then the next port and then come back and then do a little bit of a further run and that sort of thing. Or maybe it's a boat that I can use, but I can trailer it. I can take it to different places and I'm not so dependent on weather windows of getting it up the coast. Okay, trailer boats may not going to work because I need more sleeping room, need more accommodation space, my family's growing. Maybe a coastal cruiser is what I want. Maybe I'm in inland waterways and a lake system and it's a houseboat that I want. So it's not just this boat fits this bill and this boat fits this bill. It's about not pigeonholing yourself into a certain set of criteria and really understanding what you're looking for. Because if you pigeonhole yourself, it makes people who are trying to shoehorn your lifestyle expectation into what they have to offer in the market a lot easier to send you down that rabbit hole. So I know I'm being quite vague in this space, but what I'm trying to do is give you that sense of, okay, I need to open my mind about this. I need to open it up because boating is this awesome thing that I see people doing, and I want to be a part of that. It just looks so cool. But I also see around marinas lots of boats that don't go anywhere, and I wonder what's happened with those, and have people scared themselves off them? Have people not known what to do? Have they got the wrong boat for the wrong area? Have they not matched their lifestyle expectations? People say, the best 2 days of boat ownership, day by day, sell it. I've heard me say all that before. So what we're going to do here is the boat life balance is literally that. It's all about getting people to have a boat life balance, right? I see when things get a little bit economically challenging, people will drop the boat first. And I'm mad about boats, but I'm like, you're doing all this work for a lifestyle advantage. And then the first thing that happens when the bananas hit the oscillator is you get rid of that lifestyle advantage, which I understand. But if you're getting rid of that lifestyle advantage when everybody else is getting rid of that lifestyle advantage, you're going to take a big hit on that and you're not going to be able to enjoy that lifestyle. So that's where things like the ease of use pillar comes in, right? Because if it's easy to use and it's something that you can do very easily, you'll do it often. And the more often you do it, the more you'll love it. The more you love it, the more you want it, the more you need it, the more it becomes part of your lifestyle. So this is what this is all about. And also lifestyle balance is about helping you really understand the boating industry and understand boating as a whole, and obviously having that ability to come and talk to us, maybe if you're feeling open to it, do an interview with us, give us some feedback, leave some comments. I'd really love to see some comments. The old ubiquitous like, click, share, subscribe. All right, happy boating. My name's Ned. Goodbye for now.